But
Mm,
an ancient Kemetic perspective, as I was saying earlier, all that we know of as the Egyptian gods, which is a misnomer. A lot of people don't realize that many of the early Egyptologists were Christians. And so they told the story of ancient Egypt through a Christian lens. So from their perspective, they were actually they believed ancient Egyptians were worshiping half animal and half God people. Okay, so that's the only context that they could understand what these ideas meant. But in ancient Egypt, like you have Horus, okay, that has a falcon head and a human body. Okay, what they were actually doing was creating archetypes, an archetype for the idea of the fire of the creator. So the creator philosophically is the initial fire or spark of creation. Okay, that spark, of course, disseminates into multiplicity. And Horus became the idea of the spark that is within each of us. And that spark has the ability to enlighten us or to see us more clearly from within. So that's one of the reasons why they used a hawk, was that a hawk has this keen vision, much more keen than human vision. So it is the most perfect representation of the ability to see within, to see through, to see from distances, to see in the dark, to see, all of this. So that's what that idea was personifying. That it's the ability to see within. Okay.
oh, that makes a lot of sense. I never, I never thought about it that way. Well, yeah, that makes so much more sense.
Well, see this, and this is the other thing, Stein, is that same principle, Christianity took that principle and created the idea of Jesus that we know of in Christianity as Jesus. Okay, and let me connect the dots here. Is that the if you think about it, and if you think of all the poetic terms that are used around Jesus, you'll start to see the connections really quickly. So when we think of Horus, he is the enlightening fire, so or the light of the world. Okay, in other words, the light that drives away darkness. Darkness is ignorance of your spiritual self, of who you are. Okay.